than we are.
And then they'll come out.
Yeah. That's what the Nigerian team needs.
It's very important, like Yemi said earlier on. We bring that second half performance, give it an all-round performance. We need to control the game. The Tunisians can be very fast. And you know that once they get into the lead or once they get the advantage, they can be very tricky.
And they have their bag of tricks as well.
So. Especially when they are advantage. So we must avoid getting the Tunisians to a point where they will have the advantage over us.
Jude says it's going to be a cagey affair. But at the end, I see the Eagles grinding out the needed victory. And it says, go Eagles. I think we totally agree with you here. Inde Babatune says, good evening. I think Mr. President rewarded the richest guys with the lowest cash. And those who really needs money got the biggest.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that.
That's wisdom, and you say you can't tell me how to spend my money. So I think I agree with you. Now let's just take this one, and then I will go on a break, come back and talk about the Australian Open. Wale Babatunde again says we can beat Tunisia if our defense line concentrates. That's the word. So not just the defense line. The team needs total concentration. They need to be focused. And
when you're playing against teams that are fast, I learned this from US94 at Super Eagles. We were able to deal with Risto Stoichkov, Emil Kostadinov, Kasimir Balakov. You force them to play your own game. But if you allow them run rings around you, you allow the pacey players run down the flanks, put crosses in, you're going to concede goals. So you force them, be physical, hold on to the ball as much as possible, make them chase you around. But don't try and play at their tempo, because that's not our strength.
And our wing backs have to be alert. Especially Chimakas was our best defender in that first game. And whoever plays at right back.
Concentrate on your defensive duties more.
The Tunisians will come through from the flanks. They like throwing those crosses in.
Spaces.
They exploit space a lot. So Chimakas and the other one at the opposite end, they have to be up well and doing. And I just hope that centrally you can get things right. I don't know if Ali will return, but I doubt if he will return. I doubt. But that means Austin will regain his place.
Austin,
and maybe Stephen Eze will have a very good game. But Carl Orji also had a good game too. He had a good game too.
Okay, I like when you say Austin will return. That makes me feel good. Okay, so let's go on a break now. When we come back, the 2016 Australian Open has been a grand slam of upset. Top players are already home watching the competition. Do you want to know who is still firing on? Then stay. Good to know you're still with us. You're watching Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can talk to us because right here, we're just having fun talking sports. On Twitter, we're Channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're Channels Life in Sports. Guys, let's talk about the Australian Open now. In the first 2 days of this competition, it was, oh, this guy is out. Oh, this lady is out. Leading the pack, Rafael Nadal and Caroline Wozniacki. But it seems the big guys are still powering on.
You would expect that. You know, it's just the third round matches to be played tomorrow, day 4 already. But the news of today is that guy in your picture, Leighton Hewitt, saying bye-bye. 2 Grand Slams in his career, 34 years old. He will be 35 in February. Helped his country to win the Davis Cup. And, you know, David Ferrer ended it all for him today. What a fitting way to say bye-bye. I hope he gets to... quit, really, because a lot of people have come back. Kim Clijsters did it, Justin, and then also, you know, because they love the game so much, sometimes staying away from the game.
To your 50.
Yeah, so, I mean, he stayed this long because he started early.
That's right.
You know, you're already looking at him, you're saying he's a grandpa, but because he started early, and he's been there and he's able to, you know, but of course, he has to live in round 2.
You need to give credit to the way he's adapted. Remember, he was caught in between 2 generations, the Pete Sampras,
that's right,
and the Roger Federer. And he's found a way to really
kept talking about him one way or the other.
Yeah, and I think over the years, his temper has also gone down. He started on a he was always hot-tempered then. Even in his last game against David Ferrer, he had words for the umpire. I think he called him an idiot also.
Farewell.
But it's really done well. They call him national treasure. And, you know, in Australia, he's done really well for himself.
That's right.
Started playing tennis at 15. He's still playing tennis. I think he will continue with the Davis Cup team, where they will meet United States much later on. But you have to give credit to this guy. He's left a legacy. Remember also that you look at the generation of Australian tennis players, it looks like one man that had the only, you know, when you talk about golden generation, you have to look at a group of players. He was the only golden generation. When you had Mark Philipposes, who couldn't come through because of injuries. There was Pat Rafter before him, and there's Nick Kyrgios also coming through right now.
Yeah, I think that's the shining light.
That's the shining light, although he's got his own moments of madness. So it stands outside. He stands aloft in all of these players I just mentioned. And I think tennis will miss him. Roger Federer already paying tributes. Rafa Nadal also paid tributes. David Ferrer also paid tributes to him today. And it was really good, really bad to see him really get bounced out on a losing note.
Okay. But for me, tomorrow's highlight will be the early hours of today. The game between third round game between Roger Federer and Grigor Dimitrov. That's what I love to see. Roger Federer's playing those guys.
Playing technical opponents. He just overcame Dogopolov.
Nice. Grigor and those guys.
I know what they call Grigor? They call him the baby Federer.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for. If he survives this, then I'll start seeing Roger Federer as a strong contender. But the fact that he's in Djokovic's half,
let us tell ourselves the truth. If Djokovic is still in that tournament, Federer should forget it.
Okay. What we've seen, Olawale, you should be careful. It's been a grand slam of upsets.
It's been.
Look closely at Kai Nishikori.
Yeah.
Look closely at Marin Cilic.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think it's really been an open one, and that tells you that the hegemony is getting broken down. That top 3 or top 4, Rafa Nadal has crashed out in the last 3 Grand Slams, I think, the early stages. Rafa Nadal is gradually fading away, although he had a strong late 2015. And the Murray question remains on its consistency level. Djokovic remains. Federer, we've always questioned his ability when he comes up against Novak Djokovic on a big day. So that tells you things are really, really simmering down. But I'm much interested in the ladies. I want to see Serena Williams, who after year she had last year. She started really well.
That's right.
She's been told that she needs to starting games with the bank. I think it was Chris Evans telling us that one. She started really well.
I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion. I think she looks a little bit absent-minded. I don't know, it's just my opinion.
Even from the way she's dressed.
It's strategic, I mean, you never know. It's strategic. Okay, let's just take this message on Twitter and then we'll close. Sports Talking More says, well done, guys. Thank you. It says, I'm eager to see these Brazilians in action if they will be featured against MFM, though. Let's wait and see. Okay, Olawale, thanks so much for coming around.
Yeah, great to be here once again.
Okay, and Yemi, thanks so much. Let's do this again.
Yeah.
And
always a pleasure.
Wherever you are in the world watching Sports Tonight on Channels TV, we appreciate you and want you to keep talking to us. When we leave the studio, we get active on our social media platforms. On Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. That's the show. On behalf of the ever-winning sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, I'm Austin Okonakwan. Sports is so much fun. So in everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.